Hi there, students. This video is about how to make inference and draw conclusions. Okay? As a reader, it is necessary to pay attention to details, ask questions, and make connections in order to understand the text. Often, as a reader, you will find that you will need to use all of these strategies in order to make inference and draw conclusions. Let's try it out. After Carmen listened to Megan's message, she felt herself begin to sweat. They hadn't talked since last month when they had gotten into so much trouble. Carmen's mother had been very clear that she didn't want Carmen to speak with Megan again. Carmen didn't want to disappoint her mother, but she knew that Megan would keep calling until she reached Carmen. So, she made sure her mom was still in the garden and began to dial Megan's number. What do you think Carmen will say to Megan? Okay, let's think about those 3 things that we said that good readers do. Once again, they pay attention to details, they ask questions, and they make connections. Okay, the details about Carmen: she began to sweat when she listened to Megan's message. She didn't want to disappoint her mother. Questions about Carmen's logic and actions. Why would she sweat when she heard Megan's message? Why does she look to see if her mom is still in the garden? Why did she decide to call Megan? Make connections to what you already know. Sometimes people sweat when they feel anxious about something, or they feel like they are doing something wrong. What can you infer that Carmen will say to Megan? She is going to call Megan to tell her not to call her again. Okay, let's try the same thing with another selection. This is an excerpt from Young Goodman Brown by Nathaniel Hawthorne. Young Goodman Brown came forth at sunset into the street of Salem Village, but put his head back after crossing the threshold to exchange a parting kiss with his young wife, Faith. "Dearest heart," whispered she, softly and rather sadly, when her lips were close to his ear. "Pretty P, put off your journey until sunrise and sleep in your own bed tonight. A lone woman is troubled with such dreams and such thoughts that she's afeard of herself sometimes. Pray tarry with me this night, dear husband, of all nights in the year." "My love and my faith," replied young Goodman Brown, "of all nights in the year, this one night must I tarry away from thee. My journey, as thou callest it, forth and back again, must needs be done twixt now and sunrise. What, my sweet pretty wife, thou's there doubt me already, and we but 3 months married." "Then God bless you," said Faith, "with pink ribbons, and may you find all well when you come back." So they parted. The young man pursued his way. He looked back and saw the head of Faith still peeping after him with a melancholy air, in spite of her pink ribbons. Poor little Faith, he thought, for her heart smote him. What a wretch I am to leave her on such an errand. She talks of dreams too. Methought, as she spoke, there was trouble in her face, as if a dream had warned her what work is to be done tonight. But no, would kill her to think that. Well, she's a blessed angel on earth, and after this one night I'll cling to her skirts and follow her to heaven. Here's some guided practice questions with conclusions and inference. Okay, number 1. What can be inferred about Faith in this passage? A, she is trusting. B, she is not trusting. C, she is pretending to be trusting. D, she should not be trusted. Okay, take a few moments. You can pause the video if you need to and consider which answer is correct. Number 2, based on what happens at the end of the passage, the reader can conclude that young Goodman Brown, A, is glad to leave and be by himself, B, thinks Faith is being childish, C, is optimistic about his future with Faith, or D, is frustrated that it took so long to leave. Once again, if needed, take a few moments to pause and think about the appropriate answer. Okay, for number 1, you should have chosen A. She is trusting. Okay? Even though she did not want her husband of 3 months to leave for his errand, she was willing to do so. And number 2, based on what happens at the end of the passage, the reader can conclude that young Goodman Brown, C, is optimistic about his future with Faith. Because in the passage, it said that he was willing to remain with her until they went to the heavens. Okay. I hope this has helped you to better understand drawing conclusions and inference. If you have further questions, please don't hesitate to speak with your teacher. Thank you. Goodbye.